Sonnet 92 by William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616. But do thy worst to steal thyself away, for term of life thou art assured mine, and life no longer than thy love will stay, for it depends upon that love of thine. Then need I not to fear the worst of wrongs, when in the least of them my life hath end. I see a better state to me belongs, than that which on thy humour doth depend. Thou canst not vex me with inconstant mind, since that my life on thy revolt doth lie. Oh, what a happy title do I find! Happy to have thy love, happy to die. But what so blessed fair that fears no blot? Thou mayst be false, and yet I know it not. Okay, this is Sonnet 92. This is really a continuation of Sonnet 91. Shakespeare continues where he left off. At the end of Sonnet 91, he says that the love of the fair youth is the only thing in his life that he values, and without it, his life would be over. But now Shakespeare's changed his way of looking at this, and Shakespeare tells him to go ahead and do the worst he can. Shakespeare says he's not going to worry anymore about whether the youth loves him or not, that whether the youth is going to do something to hurt Shakespeare, because Shakespeare says that Shakespeare's life will only last as long as the fair youth loves him. And then Shakespeare knows that he will have the love of the fair youth, or he will feel loved by the fair youth for as long as he lives. But that's very simple, because Shakespeare is now convinced that if and when the fair youth stops loving him, then Shakespeare will die. And therefore he's turned his attitude round, and instead of being needy and dependent, I need your love, he's certain that he will have the love of the fair youth for as long as Shakespeare lives, because he's going to die when it stops, so there's nothing to worry about. So Shakespeare tells him, do your worst, but do thy worst to steal thyself away. So leave me, do your worst, go away if you have to. For term of life thou art assured mine. For as long as I live, you will be mine. I will be your love. You will be my love. That I will have your love, because that's as long as I'm alive. And life no longer than thy love will stay. And I won't live any longer than you stop loving me. That when your love stops, then life will leave me, and my life will continue as long as you love me. For it depends upon that love of thine, because my life depends on your love. Then need I not to fear the worst of wrongs. So I don't need to fear that you're going to do something bad to me. I don't need to fear that you're going to do something terrible to him, when in the least of them my life hath end. Because the smallest bad thing you do to me, as soon as the youth hurts me even a little bit, I'm going to die. So I needn't fear you doing me wrong, because that will be the end of my life, and therefore I don't need to worry about it anymore. I see a better state to me belongs than that which on thy humour doth depend. So I'm in a much better situation, because before I was just depending on your love for my happiness. And if you're in a good mood and loving, then I feel great. I feel happy. And if your humour is the opposite, then I feel terrible. But this is now a much better state, because I don't depend. My how I feel doesn't depend on you. My life depends on you, and therefore, if you're bad to me, I will die, and I won't know about it anymore. Thou canst not vex me with inconstant mind. So you can't hurt me by changing your mind, as you very often do. So you can't make me suffer by changing your mind, since that my life on thy revolt doth lie. Because my life is in your hands. If you revolt against my love, then I'm going to die, and my life depends on that. Oh, what a happy title do I find! Happy to have thy love, happy to die. So I'm in this fantastic position, yeah, because I'm happy to have your love, and I am happy to die without it, because without it my life is meaningless, and therefore I'm in a great position, because I don't have to worry anymore. Yeah, I'm happy to have your love, but I'm also happy to die if I need to die. But what so blessed fair that fears no blot? Thou mayst be false, and yet I know it not. And this situation is a wonderful situation. It's a great situation, because I don't fear corruption of our relationship. I don't fear anything anymore, because you may be unfaithful to me. You may not love me, but then I'm not going to know it, because I'm going to be dead. So when your love turns against me, then I will die, and I won't be aware of it. Therefore, there is nothing to worry about, because my life will last as long as I have your love. And this is a great situation. This is much better than being needy and depending on your love. I am now in the wonderful situation where I can stop worrying. I can stop being unhappy at the thought maybe he doesn't love me, because when that happens, I will die, and therefore I won't know about it anymore. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Sonnet 92 by William Shakespeare.